All right, good evening, fans of Rule of the Galaxy, fans of Star Wars. You hear me talk about that Star Wars Legion, and D-Doc mentioned I should probably do something and show you what I'm working on, just to see if it's on the YouTube. So I'm going to kind of work on the little green guy. So, believe it or not, I haven't put him together. He was just released this Friday in the US. No, sorry, last Friday. So he's only been in there for 2 days. This little instruction booklet shows you what you get, right? So you can get 3 different poses. I'm probably going to go with the 2 easy ones because I'm not good at modeling, but you can have a pretty dynamic pose. Everything on YouTube says that this is hard to put together. It looks really cool. I may go for it, we'll see. But what you're gonna see is just see me assembling some stuff. But I'll show you what it comes on. So I'll come back here in a second and you'll see that video. All right, welcome back, fans of Rule of the Galaxy and fans of Star Wars. So those that don't know, Legion is a very small, it's a miniatures game. It's played on a 6-foot by 3-foot table. You play it, you act like it's basically like putting your figures down and playing in the sandbox that I did when I was growing up as a kid, throwing rocks at certain things. Each different character has a different point value, each has a different health value, each has a different set of dice to roll. You move, you attack, you get to do some stuff. And you compete against other factions. So right now you have the Wookiees that are in the Republic, and you have the 4 factions. You have the Empire, you have the Rebels, you have the clones, or the Galactic Army of the Republic, Grand Army of the Republic, and you also have the droids. So Yoda was just released, like I said, for the clones. He's only playable in the clones. He's not playable as a Rebel at this point. There's no playable cards. They try to balance the game and make it very competitive, so everything seems to work. So this is what's called a sprue. It has everything on there. So I showed you the 3 pictures. They're kind of right here. Those 3 pictures, everything that you need inside of each one of those pictures can be found on one of these sprues. These then get put together with super glue, and then you put them to the base. So I'm going to kind of work on this. I'm not really going to talk. I will try to keep this in frame. One of the first times I'm trying to do this, so bear with me. So I'll snip some stuff off, start gluing some stuff together. I'm definitely going to do the standing option first because I feel like that's the easiest one. So I'm going to go for those. It'll take me a second to find the parts, but I'll let the editing process take its course. So yeah. So one thing that I'm doing is taking the pieces apart before I put the glue on them to see how they kind of fit together, because sometimes they get a little bit kind of wonky as you assemble them. It's not the greatest instructions sometimes, and so you just kind of have to go with trial and error, and then just dry fitting things. So I use Micro Precise Gel Gorilla Glue Super Glue. It holds the stuff together. There are people that use others. I'm talking because the rest of the family is quietly, because the rest of the family is sleeping. But there's other types of glue that other people recommend for model kits. So basically, this hobby has multiple layers to it. There is you're building models. So you're taking plastic models and you're building models. I'm building Star Wars figures, right? You're playing an objective-based three-dimensional chess game. And then you can also build the terrain. Since you're playing on a three-dimensional space, you can make the terrain look like the environments from Star Wars. So what I have is I have a friend that has put together an indoor map, has put together a Scarif. I have one based upon, I call it Sorgan. It is based upon The Mandalorian Season 1, where he found his little girlfriend. He was gonna try to offload Baby Yoda at that time on that planet. It's where he first met Cara Dune. So I have buildings, and I have kind of raised patties, and I've made an environment. So when you look at it and play on it, you feel like you're there. So there's the head and the torso of the little green guy, kind of going on. Shouldn't have that big of lines like I just saw. So that means I'm putting it on a little bit wrong. And I'm gonna put his little arm on over here. I'm not sure how the legs are gonna go on. I feel like the arms are pretty self-explanatory and pretty, should be easy to go on. And I'm almost done building my Yoda. So I'm gonna flip it around. I'm gonna put his other hand on, and his other hand that's gonna try to lift something. People who are better sculptors and model builders have like sculpted him actually lifting up something. I'm just gonna put it on and hope that it looks like it should. So I figured out how to get one of the legs on. So I got one of the legs on, it's curing. So the thing about super glue is it'll hold after a few minutes, but it'll take 24 hours for it to fully set up. So I'm really not gonna do much with it tonight other than just put these guys on and try to finish. So yeah, you needed to put the left foot on before you could put the right foot on. So I just need to hold that there for a moment. And then what they give you these little bases that you're able to put some stuff on. And so I'm just gonna glue his feet down and glue it to the base. And you've seen me put together one of the two different variations of Yodas. I'll come on, I'm not gonna build the other one because this is kind of awkward on screen, but I'll show you which one I built. There's the little guy. So in about 24, 48 hours, I'll come back and look at it, and I'll let you know which one I built. All right, peace. Hey, fans of Rule of the Galaxy here. I'm back again. This is Brent talking with the Legion. Told you that I was going to use and shoot up the video when I got the second Yoda finished. So there's Yoda number 1 that you watched me assemble. It didn't take too long. Now what I have to do is get him to this stage, which is the primer stage, and then you paint them like I was showing you with the Wookiees. They got some touch-up work to do, but those are my Wookiees that are getting ready to be used on the tabletop. But I told you I'd show you the second one. I went with that leaping Yoda pose. So these guys still have to cure. I can prime them and paint them. But yeah, that's a little bit more of the in-depth stuff about the Legions. If I get some more units, I'll definitely shoot a couple more videos. Thank you. Have a good day.